Welcome, your defending AFC champion, Kansas City Chiefs.
On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys came up short their last time out, trying to get back in the win column here. On the other side, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. His guys hoping to give their fans one last gift here on Christmas night. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Allen Singleton making the play defensively.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
You often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here are the key inactives for this one, Charles. And as you get towards the latter stages of the season, you hope that this is a clean graphic with no names, but that's hard to do in the NFL.
Yeah, there's almost no way you think it's going to be like that. It's just a matter of what names are on the list and how you prepare to play without them. Everyone wants to finish strong. Well, the only way to do it, forget the inactive list and focus on the guys who are going to take the field.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The Chiefs at 9-6 now. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle. This is 2nd and 8. Nix to the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. good for a Broncos first down.
Off the play fake. Nix. That is incomplete. Well, these two teams have met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. And open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brings up third and inches.
On the sneak, it's Nix. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up fourth down.
They'll try it now with Harvey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
First and 10 at the
On first down, back to Harvey. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second and 8. Once more with Harvey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Throwing Nix. And he's going to have to hook up to Sutton. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up fourth down.
A 58-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Chiefs offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. He had the touchdown pass on the opening drive. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes coming in, and he's right up there among the league's best.
No gain on the play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
48-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Short throw held in by Kelsey. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
It's second and inches. At the Broncos' 26-yard line.
Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on third and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise of who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And that'll be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And they get a couple here down to the 22. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Hunt fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the offense got it back. Yes, they did. At the 2-yard line is where they'll have it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kareem Hunt with career touchdown number 75. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That's returnable now for Smith. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Mahomes now to throw. pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mahomes will do it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Butker now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nick's going to give to Hardy. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Again, it's Harvey. Down the right sideline. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Harvey is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
McLaughlin is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped him for no gain.
The kick by Lutz is good. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the trade, and I think it was a smart move.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. To throw is Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now it's Nix. And he's got it. Got his man on the end around. Complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Nix to throw again. Sutton ripping it in on the left side. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun is Nix. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
These guys had to settle for a field goal last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. So no problems at all in that one. And you know, virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no win, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. The regular season starts to move towards its conclusion. So many great games going on this weekend with playoff relevance. The AFC and NFC playoff pictures starting to come into focus. Big one coming up on Sunday night. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson on the call. Kickoff set for 8:20 Eastern right here on EA Sports. And this is Jared Goff. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. Next, let's go to Landover, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital, looking in on the Commanders as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And this is Dak Prescott hooking up with his receiver, Jalen Tolbert. 36 yards for the touchdown. The Cowboys win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. With that, we'll show you the playoff picture in the NFC. Still lots to be decided as we speed towards a conclusion next week. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Broncos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
7-yard gain. That's good for Broncos. First down.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And he stopped immediately there. Tackled there by Jerry Tillery.
No gain on the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 8. Out of the gun with Harvey. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 40-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the sneak, it's Nix. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
That's another Broncos first down.
To throw, here's Nix. That is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
But he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Harvey. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. A gain of 22.
22 yards.
McLaughlin. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, here's Nix. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And able to get this out to the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. A big play there for KC. 48 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the 3rd quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the 2nd half of a game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27. Out of the gun, they run him home. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now here's Mahomes. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So 3 points response there to that opening touchdown in this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Yeah, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Harvey. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the 30.
Back to throw. Nix. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up the 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Nix from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, and that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Come back! Yellow, yellow! Attack, attack!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got a man, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Mahomes will do it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he sinks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind that the Ravens are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 19.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! Xavier Worthy, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Next to score.
A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
But if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Off the bootleg, here's Nix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The offense on third down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. They'll find its tight end, it's Adam Troutman. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Throwing Nix. And the Chiefs are going to get him. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Nix to the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
And the Broncos first down.
Looking to throw. Nix. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Atkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Nix looking to throw again. And he's going to go down here and safe. They push him back to the 34. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. They'll get that complete to Franklin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
24-yard gain on the play.
Looking to throw. Nix. And 17.
Loss of 6 yards. It's second down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They'll come up now. This is second and long. Operating from the gun, Nix. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D. Let's get a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So the Broncos now down by 8. A little over a minute and a half remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Back to throw. Able to find Mims. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 28.
Back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Franklin.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good.
He's back to throw. Finding Sutton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete to Ingram. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
And the Broncos first down.
And they'll get up and spike it right at 40 seconds to go. The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 33.
To throw is Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton.
Hey, we're good.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Chiefs.
Now it's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. No timeouts left. Of course, the defense knows that too. Here's 1st and 10. No timeouts. 6 seconds to play. Here's Nix. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but part of the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it. Everybody wants to work the ball